One of the lowest rarity guns in Fortnite is absolutely broken. And no, I'm not talking about the grey auto shotgun. I'm talking about broken as in OP. This gun is the common, aka grey, combat assault rifle, and it absolutely outclasses many other assault rifles that are a lot higher rarities than it. There's a lot to get into, so without further ado, my name is Onyi. If you could please use code Onyi in the Fortnite item store or the Epic Games store, I'd greatly appreciate it. And let's get right into the video. So the other day on my live stream on Twitch, I was playing with Twitch chat, which I typically do on Sundays, and I could only find a grey combat assault rifle for one of the games, and I couldn't find another assault rifle. All of my squad died, but I was absolutely turning up. I was beaming squads from range in zero build mode and absolutely decimating the competition. And for a second I was like, what's going on here? Is this gun broken? Did they forget to add recoil to it? So what I ended up doing is the following week I started trialing it and using it a lot more to try out the pros and cons and see how this gun really works for you guys. And I figured out a lot during that time, and you might find it very, very interesting. So in this video, all of the footage you see is me using the grey, or aka the common assault rifle. It is an absolutely goated gun, almost broken to some extent. Seems like it has no recoil at very particular ranges in the game. Now this gun is brilliant because it acts as an SMG and also an assault rifle, but also the amount of damage it does, as well as other contributing factors like the amount of ammo it has and how much damage per second it does, it makes it outclass other assault rifles. So when we look at the worst rarity of the combat assault rifle, or the grey rarity for it, does a total of 171 damage per second. Now, this is a lot for an assault rifle that is common rarity, and this does a lot of damage to people, a lot more than you might notice, especially when you consider that it has a magazine size of 35 bullets. When you look at the common rarity of this, obviously it has the worst reload time of all of the other rarities of this exact gun. So the combat assault rifle, which is green or uncommon or rare or epic or legendary, have much faster reload times and are actually better overall as they shoot faster. But the reason we're talking about this gun is because you can find it everywhere and you should be picking it up over a lot of other guns in the game. It has a reload time of 3.4 seconds and also a fire rate of 9. Say if we do some maths for this rarity of this gun, you get the amount of damage and you times up by the amount of bullets that are in it, you can do a total of 665 damage to the body with this gun without having to reload it. Now, what does this mean? This means you can practically take out 3 people in build mode that have full shield without even reloading if you hit every bullet. If you hit headshots, you're going to be hitting even higher damage, as it has a headshot multiplier of 1.25. So if you times this out, it should do a total damage of 28. So when you look at that 28, and say if you hit headshots every single time, which is very, very unlikely, that's a total of 980 damage. So you can hit in between 665 and 980 damage without having to reload this gun. That is pretty crazy. We're only halfway through the video, but if you haven't yet already, if you could leave the video with a like rating or subscribe down below, I'd greatly appreciate it. I know a lot of the time people can't always make it to the end of the video because they have busy lives and stuff, but the video has helped them out in some form. So I appreciate if you could do that now. And if you could use my code in the item store, that's code Onyi, I'd also greatly appreciate it. Now this gun is very versatile. You can use it like an SMG, you can use it like an AR, you can tap fire it from range. It's got super great accuracy, and it does a lot of damage to build. And typically when I've been firing at people with builds, it's been making them panic and have to place metal walls. So I highly recommend using it. If we go into the actual comparisons of these guns, I think you're going to start figuring out everything else about it. So no other class of gun actually does more damage per second for any of its rarities apart from the hammer assault rifle when it comes to assault rifles in the game. So once you get to the blue rarity of hammer assault rifle, that's where it's really you pick and choose. The blue hammer assault rifle, aka the rare one, and the grey combat assault rifle, aka the grey one, are about the same guns in the same class and better than every single AR below it. A really good way at looking at these comparative stats is looking at the amount of damage per second, and that's what we've been looking at currently. But even more so than that, if you times out the amount of total damage you can do in one clip, so the ammo count versus on the amount of damage to the body, the grey combat assault rifle actually outclasses these items a lot, because the grey combat assault rifle has 35 bullets and pretty much every other AR in the game has only 20 bullets. This means you almost have 2 magazines reloaded compared to the other guns without having to reload it in the game. This means you can take out more people, you can do more damage without having to reload or without having to go into cover. This is really beneficial for zero build mode in the game and also build mode in the game also. Say for example, if we have a look at the legendary hammer assault rifle, and say for example, if we want to do some maths for that gun, because as you know, maths is the pure way to actually see if this does more damage than other guns in the game. So we know that the legendary hammer assault rifle does 33 damage to the body, which is actually a lot. The hammer assault rifle is one of the best guns in the game. Don't discount that, but I'm just talking about comparatively, if we're looking at the legendary variant, and then we times it by the amount of bullets it has, it only can do a total of 660 damage. Now, what did we mention before? The grey combat assault rifle does more damage than this overall based on the amount of bullets per clip. It does 165. Although the damage per second for the hammer assault rifle is really really fast. I do think that's the reason why the rare, rarity, and above for it, so the rare, the epic, and the legendary hammer assault rifle are better. When it comes into the ranger assault rifle versus the combat assault rifle, none of the rarities do more damage per second, but it does do higher damage to the body. So if you're more consistent in long range gameplay and you like to play it slow, the ranger assault rifle is really good for zero build mode, similar to the DMR in the game. But overall, it is not a better gun because the combat assault rifle can be paired as an SMG as well as an assault rifle. It does have a few drawbacks, and we will be covering that in a second. When you look at the striker burst, it has the same stats when it comes to the legendary variant as the hammer assault rifle. So it does 33 damage to the body and has magazine size of 20, so it only does 660 damage overall per magazine, compared to the grey combat assault rifle that is 5 damage less. Now do note, if you hit high headshot multipliers, or if you shoot this gun well, the striker burst rifle is actually better, aka the AUG, and it works better at range. So every gun's got its own benefits, but if you find the grey combat assault rifle, I'd be picking that up over the common, uncommon, and rare rarities of both the striker burst rifle, the ranger assault rifle, and then the hammer assault rifle, not counting its rare rarity. That's kind of whatever you want. That's buyer's choice. So this means that there is an OP gun that is easy to find no matter what. You can always obtain it, and you should always obtain it and carry it, compared to all those other assault rifles I just discussed. Now there is a skill gap for it. Your aim has to be good. If your aim's not good, you're going to be struggling. And it's also worthwhile noting I play on keyboard and mouse, so the aim assist might not be as powerful on controller, or it might be more powerful. It might have some more benefits. But I've been using this gun from long range and it works really, really well. As soon as you get to about the 125 meter range, as soon as you shoot about 8 to 10 bullets, the recoil goes quite high. So then I'd stop shooting or I'd reset. But for the most part, you can tap fire at those ranges really, really fast, and you can spray at the ranges in between. The other negatives for it is the reload time. Now the reload time for this gun is quite high. It is a total of 3.4 seconds. So it is going to take a while to reload it. Because of this super fast fire rate as well, a lot of people have been using combat assault rifle as an SMG, as I've been previously mentioning, which comes into a bit of a drawback of the common or grey rarity of this gun. It has worse hip fire for whatever reason. Now what can you do about this? Just pick up the better rarities of this gun. It's going to be even better, and it's going to be doing even more damage, as the legendary variant of this gun does 23 damage to the body, which is a total of 4 more damage per shot. Might not seem like much, but you go that 4 damage times by the 35 magazine, and you're doing a total 805 damage per magazine. So this gun doesn't outclass itself. The grey variant isn't better than the gold variant, but I do find when you're about in that 20 to 100 meter range, the recoil kind of seems non-existent sometimes. For whatever reason, I find I'm not really having to pull down my mouse as much as I usually have to, and I'm beaming people really, really easily. I highly recommend checking it out. If you want to improve at the game and you want your aim to get better in the game, you should be using this AR if you don't have an epic or legendary gun in the game. Then it really becomes up to everyone else's choice later on. It's quite surprising how OP one of the worst rarities of ARs in the game is. Anyway, there's a few more notes at the end of the video, so if you stick around to the end, I'd greatly, greatly appreciate it. I just want to say thank you for watching the video, and sorry for being on a bit of a hiatus. I've been moving places at the moment. I'm in my own apartment. I went for a breakup, so there's a lot of stuff going on, and I've been trying to make videos for Astralis as well. They're linked down in the description, as I am a part of Astralis Fortnite. A bit hard to balance that stuff, but hopefully I can get back on the grind now. As a big, massive announcement, when we hit 2,000 subs on the channel, I will be doing live streams. So if you enjoyed the video or you think it's going to help you out, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll be streaming on YouTube soon. I do stream on Twitch as well. You can check that in the description. And if this video has helped you out in any way, or if you enjoyed it or you stuck around it, greatly appreciate if you could use my code in the item store. Use a small creators code. It goes a long way. Do note it'll make a percentage of this. If you haven't hit that like button yet, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't hit subscribe, hit that subscribe button. And I'll catch all you guys on the flip side. A lot more to come. Bye.